Hello, 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 everybody! Welcome back to Series 2. It's very late for that to start, but hopefully all tech issues have been washed away and we are once again at zen and at peace with the world. I am Everyday. With me is Yulwei, as always. We have GAM taking on Cerberus. As we we stay calm, let no tech pauses happen. But here we go.
I was just trying to, because of course I am very excited to see, or also intrigued to see, which of the two top laners will start today. We've heard it should be Kiaya, but maybe Zera's coming in. Who knows? Who knows?
Yep, Kiaya is apparently starting game one. Not according to the stream. We haven't seen that yet, but according to a few people who know the things, they've said Kiaya is probably starting to game one. And I will say, as much as we tried to be zen and good, the stream is really struggling.
Yeah. That is. Of course, there's no game yet, so hopefully we'll get things get sorted till the game starts. Honestly, if we have to skip draft, I'm not too unhappy because so far the drafts today have been tilting me.
Yeah, they've been hurting me as well. Don't worry.
Yeah. So, do you, as a VCS follower and caster, remember the last champion Zeros played on the professional stage?
God. No.
That's no shame. I didn't remember that.
God,
that's actually the best.
That's such a specific champion.
Yeah. Well, actually a very good game for the whole into a little bit. Of course, it was at the World Championship.
Would have been, what, Kled?
Nope.
Because that's all they were picking?
It was Fiora. They played against Slice in the last game, and they got off to a great and only game, sadly, and Worlds where we saw what I expected to see from GAM all the time. Very strong early games, attacking through top side. They stomped with the Chachi. Zeros had a great lead, kind of threw it away in the mid game though. So in the end, they still lost to Splice, sadly. But that was the last time we saw Zeros on stage.
I try to pretend that GAM didn't go to Worlds last year.
I mean, the real GAM didn't. So
yeah,
you're definitely not wrong there. It was such a disappointing tournament. So yeah, hopefully they can redeem themselves. They have a different mid laner now, a different bot laner as well, and maybe even different top laner. Who knows? Kiaya played the first half of the split, and I feel bad for him with the Zeros coming in. I want to see Kiaya stay the first. Oh, I turned into something right.
You did? I accidentally. I'm trying to fix up something went wrong with OBS, and I was trying to fix it.
Did the stream freeze for you as well?
For YouTube stream? It's frozen about 4 times.
Okay. There.
Not just you.
Then?
It's a bad situation.
Well, yeah. Tell me when we get into Champion Select, because my hand, and there's just nothing happening on stream right now. So
I refreshed it, and it seems to just replay the same bit of a player putting on his glasses
nice.
and then crashing.
Now there's something happening. Well, on screen.
Well, here we go. We are moving. But while we have these tech issues, we can, of course, discuss this game. Gives us a chance to do a little bit of analysis.
Matchup.
Now, obviously, GAM, heavy favourite, as they are in pretty much every match they play, particularly if they have Zeros waiting in the wings. But if we assume that Kiaya will start game one, what can Cerberus do to potentially pick up at least a win?
Well, they have to find some way. And I think I still believe the easiest way to attack GAM is bot lane. We still don't quite know how good Blazes actually is, or maybe Hugh is playing, or Easylove, who knows? It's GAM, right? They can do whatever they want. So I'd like to see the bot lane, attention drawn to the bot lane especially for Cerberus. Zuhao has looked great in the last few weeks. Honestly, all of Cerberus have.
Yeah, that's true.
Not quite as good as GAM, of course, but still one of our strongest teams here. And that's why I also considered giving them a game today in my predictions. I changed it back, though.
Oh, I need to do that. Thank you for reminding me while we're talking. I need to do it in the brain.
Yeah, I think in the end, it's still GAM. GAM has looked absolutely last time dating against DBL, of course. 13-3 right now in games 10 the next team is Flash at +5. So double the game score compared to Flash. And of course, if this was a best of one league, then GAM would be far, far, far ahead. This
They
way,
would
they're
be
only 1 series ahead.
undefeated, I think. They've never lost a map 1, have they?
I'm not sure. Yeah, against Flash, yeah, they won the first game.
Yeah, they'd be undefeated if this was a best of one league.
They'd be undefeated, yeah. They lost game 2 and 3 against Flash and game 2 against...
Game 2 against FTV.
FTV.
Yep. I think I saw on Twitter there's only one undefeated team in every league now. C9.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But it's a bit harder in the VCS because it is a best of 3 league, so...
Of course. It's also harder if you because you like to troll. And
yeah.
I can understand. Just go undefeated. Also, the one game they lost to Flash, that was not a troll. The third game. Of course, the second game, a little bit of a troll. You still have to punish GAM, and Flash is good enough. So far, the only team good enough to punish GAM, basically.
So far.
FTV won. Yeah, FTV won through cheese, I'd say. And Flash won through GAM's mistake. So those are the 2 examples we have so far. Everything else, GAM stomps early game, GAM stomps mid game, and there's no late game. That's basically the game plan for GAM. Game time of 29 minutes and 4 seconds on average. Is
so fast.
Yep. Clocking in at the same time, 90 G2 roughly, so very dominant split indeed. 3,171 gold on average, up at 15 minutes, more than 3k on average.
That's disgusting.
Interesting enough, Cerberus has actually improved from the last time I checked their stats, which is like 3 series. They were sitting at -1,000. Now they're up to +200. So their early game has gotten better. They showed up some of their mistakes. And definitely, Cerberus also from the eye test alone. Looks like a way better team. We ranked them, I think, between 3 and 4. We're undecided between putting them 3rd or 4th, Flash or Cerberus. Who's better? Who knows? But yeah, they're a playoff team right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should they beat GAM today? Of course, it's a very big if. A very big thing to ask them to do. But if they are able to get the victory, they would definitely propel them in the standings to a very comfortable position.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not 100% sure if that is too likely. And again, hopefully we get into Champion Select soon. It does seem like the stream at least is stabilizing.
Yep, that is a good.
Perhaps that's what part of the delay was. If they were just making sure the production was all spick and span, which is what we want. Hopefully ours can emulate it. And there is the Champion Select, just as we talk about it. So we go straight in. Here we go. Yep, you might be a little bit behind. But we are in. It is Kiaya, which I'm happy for. Yep. Sorry, I just have to throw our pause screen up because I've made a mistake with production. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. Right back. Didn't miss anything. It's just a Syndra ban so far. Pretty standard. See what else gets going. Zhu Hao will not be playing his Rek'Sai. Definitely a big fan of her. So that is definitely quite a nice takeaway. Happy to see that out of GAM. Aphelios will not be getting through.
Best champs,
finally, we see some Aphelios bans.
And I'd like to see a fasting Senna.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Banning away Yado's Zoe. Target bans here for sure.
Yeah, 4 games on Zoe. Has looked champ as well. There's the Senna ban. So sadly, no Senna. By the way, it's still Tinneken on stage. So I'm worried about Yuna. Is he ill? I hope not. No information has reached us so far. Yeah, I'm not sure. Tinneken on stage is quite.
I don't know why Yuna's not on. It's weird. But there's the MF first pick. Makes a fair bit of sense with Aphelios banned out. Secure a strong AD carry. Has been one that Blazers likes.
There's a different red champ, though.
Yep, I know.
So, you say it makes a lot of sense. There's something that makes more sense. And let's see if GAM wants to go for it. I think GAM is probably the only team in this league that is allowed to not go on because they are this good in the early game. They can potentially punish the on. Also, no one really wants to play on. You need to play him to win, but yeah, GAM might be the one team that I am okay with if they don't go on.
And
I'd like to see Braum,
Tier 1 will be bringing out the
there we
Spartan.
go.
Once again,
His
favorite champion, Tristana. Shockingly enough, you don't have to ban her because he's going to pick Pantheon anyway. He has gone absolutely massive on.
I think all 3 of his Pantheon games he had 12. It's absolutely ridiculous. He's very strong at this champion. And there we see the on hover, of course.
And locked in. I like that. Good job, Cerberus.
Go Braum as well, just to pick him away as a potential counter. Very strong for GAM. There's champs on the enemy team, so would be very smart to lock in your Braum. Also not a bad bot lane to play.
Yeah,
MF Braum.
I think Braum is a very good pick here. You're going to go the Leona. That feels like a mistake to me. GAM could definitely just lock Braum up, counter 2 of the very, very powerful ultimates for Cerberus.
It's a set combo, which is, of course, MF Leona talking about. A very potent combo as well, but of course gets countered quite heavily by the Braum. So I'd like to see the Braum picked up here for GAM.
No, going to go towards the Lucian.
We need more AD, it seems.
Well, I mean, at that... Oh, no, Talia! Levi going to the Earthbender. That's exciting. Levi on an AP jungle.
Could also go to the bot lane, honestly. We've seen Caps play a bot lane Talia to great success on the LEC, so maybe Blazes wants to follow suit. And he's a mage player as well, so there's some potential. Also, we have seen Palette play Pantheon, so Pantheon Talia bot lane? Maybe.
Yeah, we could have the Super Friends. Or what did the LCK call it? I remember. They had a funny name for that. I don't know. I don't watch enough LCK. Jarvan being banned out. Looks like the junglers will be talking. There's that
Why? What?
That's it. Chat reminded me. It was the Avengers bot lane. Because he hit them with the hit them with the shield. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't understand the Tristana ban. That's a Tier 1 targeted ban. That is Tier 1's Pantheon.
Yep. Very likely. I mean, it could still be Talia Pantheon bot, but we've actually seen this lane played as a bot lane too much. And Pantheon is a super strong champ for Tier 1, as is Talia for Levi. So also would give them AD, AP, AD topside. So yeah, it's highly likely for this to be Talia jungle and Pantheon either top or mid lane. Doesn't really matter for him to be where
I think it'll be in the hands of the mid laner though.
Yeah.
Tier 1 can go to either lane. Zaya looking like the pick here. This Braum, apparently, I mean, they don't have to pick Braum here to be fair. They could last pick it, but it won't be the Talia Pantheon bot lane. That's confirmed now.
Yep. So Zaya comes in. We're looking at support to close out the draft for GAM. Yep, Braum would be very good as a counter.
Unless it's Palette Pantheon.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past
possible. He played 2 Pantheon games last split on support. So.
Old Pantheon.
And it looks like Cerberus is building a very strong composition. A lot of Wombo combo as well. It looks like a Clash comp. Just easy to play, easy to execute, press R. Why not? Yeah, it's probably a good approach into GAM. Yep. If they slip up in the mid game, you can definitely catch the throw with this composition. Ooh. There's not a whole lot you need to do.
Oh, look what's just been locked in.
Special.
Interesting. Yeah, Yijin haunting the draft as the stream is apparently haunted as we drop to very low production.
So Rakan or Braum are the 2 supports that we are looking at here for GAM. Yeah, Braum I think is the safe choice. Rakan more of the aggressive. Rakan though into Leona and lane, so you don't really want to do that. So yeah, I am not sure why it took them so long to figure out the Braum pick. I guess.
I mean, I think in the second round, after the first round of bans, I don't think it mattered.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Karthus last pick.
That would have been exciting. But
of course, Talia is still super exciting. I love the champ. Talia is one of my favorite champs in terms of design. Sadly, she's super hard to play, so I'm not good at her. But yeah, she's a very cool champ to follow around the rift. Very the famine. So super exciting.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. The Braum pick makes absolute sense. It's actually very, very good into 3 of those picks. Braum's really good into Skarner as well, just to stop his approach. And Leona, yeah.
He's good into almost everyone. Braum was the most picked champ before this week started. I think Aphelios overthrew him throughout the week, so it's very close between the two. Aphelios and Braum, the most prevalent champs in the VCS. Of course, Ornn is probably not too far behind that. And here we go with a few interesting MVP stats. Kiaya, of course, one of the 2 set mains in our league. Yoshino and Kiaya, the former GAM players, like to play a lot of set. And then Levi with his special pick he brought to the league and spread. The virus has spread already. At least Kuroko is infected as well. Not Kuroko. What was the jungler? Yeah, Kuroko, definitely Kuroko.
Yeah, it was Kuroko. As we do see that ridiculous score out of Levi, the 10-3-8 Shyvana performance. AP Shyvana.
You also get to see
one of the most
ridiculous Skarner.
Yep. Yeah. There's something going on with Skarner in Vietnam. He looks very angry. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Scary.
It kind of makes sense, right? Because Skarner's from the desert. Vietnam, it's like all forest and bush, you know? He's probably just not feeling comfortable. Right? He wants to go home. Hey, his skin's getting a bit too wet.
There's some animals who change the skin color according to what they get to eat as well. So maybe
that's why flamingos are pink, isn't it?
I think so.
I think so.
You can also do that with crabs, as far as I know. If you feed crabs things they don't normally eat, they can still live on it, but they change the color from red to blue. It's very interesting.
That's interesting.
That's a special crab. I'm not sure which crab. But
there's one of my favorite aquatic animals are octopuses. There's a story. There was an octopus that was in like a university tank where they, I don't know, did stuff with it. And there was a light in the corner of the uni that would flash at night. And evidently the octopus didn't like it because they came in one day and the light was broken. And they looked at the security tape and the octopus had popped its tank open in the middle of the night and spat water at it to break it because it kept it up at night. I found very funny.
Octopuses are super cool. They are so smart as well. And
They're
they can do so many cool things. Get through everything because they don't have bones.
Yeah.
It's super, super interesting animal.
Yeah, they can get through anything that is wider than their tooth. That's the only solid part of themselves. I used to have a pet scorpion.
Oh.
Yeah, I had him for a few years. His name was Craig.
Scary.
It wasn't that big. It was just like a rainforest scorpion. Not poisonous or anything. He was a nice guy.
Ah, okay.
But we've got League of Legends being played, which is a bit more important than my old mate Craig. LL getting zoned off early, as is expected.
This is such a horrible matchup for Ornn. I've touched a game we cast. It's just not very comfortable for him up there. Set has an absolute freeway over the trades. He can't lose trades. It's very hard to lose trades into Ornn a set. So, LL is here to struggle the game, as is probably the rest of CES as well, because of course it's GAM. So they need to weather the storm, and they've drafted. So trying to purify the sinners, of course, and they've almost the perfect draft here to purify some sinners.
True. Ornn could definitely make a lot happen. Levi's up in the top lane. I think he's just going to look for some vision. I doubt there'll be a dive.
Ooh.
Oh, I say that.
It's very hard to dive on.
Yeah, but look, that's a big wave, and here they come. He's only level 2. Facebreaker being used. Kiaya's tanking, and that is the easiest kill I have seen in a very, very long time. LL is dead and dead. GAM, dive. You weren't here for our last cast, but we figured out how the GAM playbook works. They've got a whole notebook, but there's only one word on one page inside. And it just says dive. And I think they're going to repeat the yank. It just teleported straight back in, another facebreaker, and LL... I can't believe Hashinshin got a pro contract. I didn't even think Hashinshin spoke Vietnamese.
It was such a tilt play from LL. Oh,
that was horrible.
Talia is 2-0. Yeah, absolutely. And a 2-0 and a turret plate to her name as well. And she gets free access to the top side jungle, as we have a good cleanse. against
Yep.
the...
Ooh, this is a lot of damage, though. One more Comet Spear will do it, but no, he doesn't have it. He lives to fight another day.
Yeah, maybe not too long.
Oh, no, as there's observers? Where are we going?
Please spam the tours.
Where are we going? Can everyone spam to tours? Because where are we going, boys? To be fair, I think we know what happened. And we've got another fight down in the bot lane. That we do. Blazers is taking a lot, but that shield gets a lot of value. Ron OP gets stunned up, and they're trying to turn it here. Is a little bit bold, as Paulette as well gets chonked down.
I love. Immediately he turned around and converted.
Oh, VCS.
Once again.
VCS never change.
So we have kills in the top lane, kills in the mid lane, almost a kill in the bot lane. This seems to be a GAM game. Now look at Hell. He's miserable up there. Actually keeping up in CS, but only because Kiaya didn't actually CS a whole lot with all the dives happening.
He was a bit busy getting kills.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't get any. He was starved. Yeah.
Kiaya's mistreated. Maybe he's maybe he's protesting, like saying, I'm not going to get kills if you're going to bench me. They say, okay, you can have assists.
And I mean, we seriously have to question Zeros right now than Kiaya. Kiaya has looked absolutely incredible. And
yeah, Zeros is going to be coming in rusty, right? Potentially. Yeah. Zhu Hao is up in the top lane though. Predator is popped. He's a speedy Scorpion. Ron OP is here to help, but one flash,
not level 6
and he just swaggers out.
Yeah.
But still got the flash.
Also, no professional game on the set yet, right? So
yeah.
From all we have seen, Kiaya is definitely the better set, and they place a lot of priority on set. So it doesn't really make sense to introduce Zeros to the roster right now for them.
Yeah,
so I mean, to see how deep the bond goes.
I honestly think if it was any other org, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I think Zeros is just very much a favoured son of GAM, which makes sense. He's brought them
son.
Yeah, the prodigal son, who has returned home, just as the Bible says, because of course the Bible guides us each and every day. This is a Christian stream. Not even Christian. Not even Christian. Regardless, as I don't know, man. I've lost it. Just take it over.
Levi picked up the first objective, which was, of course, the Ocean Drake. Early on, Ocean is what? Would you say the most useless dragon? Yes. I'd say so.
I don't even think
Ocean
it's particularly
Drake doesn't do anything. Yeah. I mean, early Mountain, when you don't have any tank stats, it's very useful. Early Infernal is like 280, doesn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, but
the only Drake that does actually do something early is Cloud. But Ocean Drake, 2.5% health every 5 seconds. That is...
It's garbage.
Yeah, not useful. Not very useful.
Levi, on the invade here, Zhu Hao's actually very close.
Oh no, he stole it.
Oh, he stole the crop! Oh no, so it's all gone wrong. As Yado taking a lot of damage in the mid lane. Oh, Cerberus. Wherefore art thou, Cerberus?
Where did you look at?
That wasn't very good, and they're turning it around, putting a lot of damage onto him. The shield is up between them. The Blade Caller being used very, very well. And here comes Dia, coming from the sky. And down he goes, gifting the kill to Blazers.
Take the kill.
That's impressive. Dia normally takes every kill.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe they overheard us saying that we don't know how good Blazers is, even though it's halfway through the split, because he never has to do anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So now they're saying Blazers. You got to prove to these random white fellas if you're any good.
Yeah, I mean, he also already got the sword. I guess he said, "Oh, I'm fine. I can kill him again. Take the kill." My poor ADC. Ron P initiating this one.
Oh my word.
Artemis can't follow up either. Doesn't ult, so he just stands there and heals his support, I guess, and then runs up and to shoot him once and run.
Yeah, take that. And can you say dive? As there's the set ult being used to start it off, and he'll die to the haymaker. This is a very sad ram. I thought Ornn was OP. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, he needs some time.
So every time, so you know how it's the meme is Kiaya? Every time that they camp top, you have to add another Aya. So what are we at
Oh
now?
no.
That's a lot now. There's a lot of anime girls being spammed, even though I don't think we have that emote
Absolutely.
enabled. But you can pretend. Zhu Hao does manage to steal a jungle camp back. How impressive. Zhu Hao
Yeah, he did something.
fighting back. He's
Nice.
only 20 CS down, despite the fact that Levi's been perma-ganking top.
Yep, and 3 kill participations as well.
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah, this is a GAM game. Sometimes these snowball out of control quickly. Sometimes, most of the time, to be honest. So just as we expected, GAM is stomping the early game. And I mean, looking at the compositions, they should stomp the early game. 3k gold ahead, just on time, I'd say. There's still an avenue to victory for Cerberus. Of course, we don't expect them to be able to get back into the game, but of course, a lot of scaling on the side.
Yeah,
Look at Kiaya's build, though.
Yeah, I mean,
he's making you proud.
Kiaya always makes me proud. If Yoshino is who I look up to in the VCS, I see Kiaya as just like my favorite son. He's the son that always comes home with a really good report card. He's really respectful. He does the dishes for his mum. He's just a good boy, and I respect him for that. Yeah, and go and Triforce on set. That's all I ask. I don't ask for much.
Yep. Triforce said. So, yeah, what is the next point of attack for GAM?
Very good question.
It's probably a dive in the top lane. Not that hard a call to make after what we've seen.
Oh no. Now there's 2 of them to dive. Artemis is actually dead. Kiaya has flash and ult.
Maybe not. He's fast though.
Yeah, but D is here. And I'm not 100% sure what happened there, because it didn't look like he carried anyone with him. And this is an absolute team fight here. This is not going very well at the start. Kiaya will go down, but here is the wall. Artemis is dead. Can they find anything more? This is a tower, and we know that GAM doesn't care about towers, but no, they won't actually go under with no minion wave. Oh, they're still thinking about it. They're waiting for DR1 to E.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about this decision, guys. This was, that was questionable, GAM.
Yeah, there's no other way to read the playbook, so they had to go. Even though there's an on. A triple brittle and on knockup. Yeah, that's probably not the right time to dive there.
It didn't even look like they were diving. It looks like they were just trying to path out. It's like, just go the other way, guys. Go the other way.
Well, in the end, it's still more gold to GAM, but only... Oh no, they actually lost a little bit of gold from the play.
Oh, Yado is going to go down. Yep, Palette says, ooh, me kill.
Very, very bad cleanse. So let's take another look at this. Starts off with a good escape from Artemis.
What happened? Oh, he did carry
Artemis got suplexed.
Oh, the shield is huge, but it just wasn't enough.
The shield.
And it
bought a lot of time. Then, of course, there's the wall coming in. Now, look at Yado. Look at this flash, this sexy play from Braum. Oh, such a nice little winter spite from Palette. Sadly, not able to do anything in triple brittle.
That was disgusting.
It's so disrespectful.
What did they just do? Why?
Yeah, there's no reason for that. Oh, someone died.
Yeah, someone did die.
Oh, yeah, right. Top lane.
Yeah, top lane. Yeah.
Got him. Well, and we're back at 5k gold lead. Yeah, should be enough to close out the game, to be honest. So let's see how they do that. Now they have another Rift Hold and another turret. The easiest point of attack is, of course, mid lane, where there are still some plates available. So it should be easy to farm even more gold, or mine even of the turrets. What do you think of the turret plating change back to 160 gold in the next patch?
I'm not sure what I think of it, honestly.
I like it. I have to say, I think turret plates are pretty worthless right now. They don't really do anything. So I like them to be 2 turret plates should be worth more than a kill, in my opinion. So yeah, sure. I like that it is going back to 320 and not 240.
Yeah,
240 feels bad.
It's pretty bad. It also makes Rift Herald a lot worse, obviously.
Yeah, I think it also this was one of the changes that actually led to this scaling meta we have in almost all the regions. Yeah, a little bit of a special case because we have a 31-minute average.
That's scaling for the VCS.
Yeah,
One item is late game. One full item?
Yeah,
rich.
We have a lot of late game around the world right now, so I think plating valuable. We might see more early game drafts, and what comes with more early game drafts? My favorite champ in the top lane, more Renekton. Yay!
Oh no, don't bring us the Renekton. I don't need the Crocodile Rock. Kiaya just runs alone into the enemy jungle to capture a Spire. No, not even going to. He's getting collapsed on.
Where is he
Kiaya, I think he might have overstepped there. Uses the suplex, but I don't think does a lot of damage onto Artemis. Could potentially set the team up. Bullet Time doing so much damage though, and GAM is coming in. One by one they come, and one by one they fell. But never mind. Dia1 gets one on the backside. LL now trying to do as much as he can. Yado has the flank. Good blade caller there to hold them up. Will they be able to find anything? No. Yado with a good ult there. Paulette trying to run, but he'll go down. But LL goes down as well. Dia1 on the run, has the E to buy a bit of time, but he should go down. That's a double kill here for Artemis.
Okay, Gum, you can actually lose this game.
Gum, you need to be careful.
Look at the enemy champs. This is a scary team composition for Cerberus. Please. Just change my prediction to 2-0 Gum. This is not necessary.
They're spying on.
I mean, it all started off with Kiaya just wandering in item level alone in vision.
This was so silly. What was he doing?
Done. Yeah. Look at this shield still.
This bullet time is so big.
Surprisingly low amount of damage to the Artemis. Only 400 damage.
Yeah, and for that terrible play, you have to take one Aya off Kiaya.
Yeah.
How we track his performance is how long it takes to say his name. But yeah.
He's competing for the spot. Show that
you cut off a little bit there, my friend.
It's the Zero special.
True. It's true. He did do a Zeros style play. Maybe he wants to say, "See, guys, you don't have to bring Zeros in. I can int." Zeros does have a tendency to sometimes overestimate himself. Not often, because you have to estimate a pretty high number to overestimate Zero. Ooh, the Leona roll onto Dia, has the flash, should have the E, and he's going to die anyway. It doesn't matter, as he was pulled back by a shockwave, and down he goes. They could trade it for the inner, which is pretty good. I take that trade.
And bot lane turret could be available for them up for grabs as well.
Yeah, this is going to be 2 towers. You take that.
So, has Science gone too far now with item builds and Levi for the Haunting Guys instead of the Oblivion Orb? I am not sure about this itemization, I have to say, even though I like
Hey, he's going straight into, what? The Andrews?
Leandrews. Yeah, Leandrews. Yeah, that's true. But Oblivion Orb on this champ is very...
but there's no healing.
Early lead,
but there's no healing on the enemy team.
You don't want to go into Morelos, just Oblivion Orb, and then go into Leandrews.
Sure.
I think it's better. I think Madness passive doesn't really do a whole lot for Talia right now in the game, because you rely on Burst. Later on in the game, it's very strong, because you kite a lot, and you get 10 stacks and 10% more damage. So, yeah. It's definitely not a bad item for Talia, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's okay, honestly. I don't think it's... we've seen much weirder in the VCS.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's never wrong to build Leandrews, almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a super good item.
And we also do see 2 taxes already being paid. The IRS is very happy already with the VCS. 2 QSSs built up. 1 on Blazers, 1 on Kiaya. Interesting from Kiaya. I think if he's getting Skarner altered, he's not actually complaining too loud.
Yeah, he's very squishy now as well.
Yeah.
So I'm actually worried for GAM now, because there's 1 level for LL. He's 1 level away. Big item power spike with double on upgrades. Even though he built the on items, it's still a big spike. So right then they could actually fight. There's less combat stats than you would think on GAM, even though they're 5k gold. Almost 3k is in West QSS. Then you have at least 3k extra combat stats on. once he hits 2 on items. So
it does look like they'll
the
get
next
this
team
Rift
fight.
Herald. This is nice.
Well, this is scary. This is very scary for GAM.
Yeah, they could definitely be caught out here, thinking they're a lot stronger than they are, but they might be saved by the fact that there's not much to fight over. Unless they want to contest this Herald. All they really have to do is buy a little bit of time. They don't actually have that long to fight over this Herald.
Now, they really don't want to fight right now.
They're going to take it, though. They could be in some trouble. The Skarnerold has been used, but that is going to be a very dead Scorpion. See what's going to happen here. The Rift Herald does go down. I'm not actually sure who got it.
Blazes.
And Blazes. Kiaya in the back line doing so much onto Artemis. Now trying to chase down Yado, but it's not going to work out. Oh my god! Levi somehow getting that double kill there, and it's all gone wrong for Cerberus. 4 of them lay dead in the river. The triple kill for Levi. And GAM, we didn't doubt you for a second.
Why did you fight there, Cerberus? You needed 1 more level on LL. Now he has hit level 12. In the fight, he hit level 12. Oh, it's so sad to see. Oh, man. I think they had a chance. If he was level 12 before he entered the fight, they could have won this one. That's so much more combat stats. It's very sad to see. But yeah, in the end, of course, Levi absolutely carrying that fight. We need to see what happened there again. Yeah. Dia a little bit caught, tries to engage on Juha. Of course, Dia hasn't paid.
He takes no damage though because the E keeps going off through the Skarnerold.
Well, very good knock up here for L. And Dia goes down to the on damage. Stats, of course, only 1 on item.
Then
so 4-5K.
The combo, that QSS actually came in clutch there. Kiaya would have died.
Yep, it did. And Levi with good awareness and very good skill shots to save the day, also to save his teammate Kiaya. So in the end, GAM now off to 7k gold lead, which should be enough to win this game, potentially. I mean, they still get outscaled.
They do, but it's going to take a very long time. GAM, they do sometimes play with their food, and if they do that for too long, they could be in some trouble. But I feel like as long as... I don't know if they want to take straight 5v5s. 5v5 for Cerberus is strong.
Yeah, it is. But right now, GAM has 2 very strong backlines. And very, very hard to kill melees in the front line that do a lot of damage as well and threaten the bot line. So you have basically a standard front-to-back teamfight composition, but not with tanks and ADCs, but with tanks and Talia Zaya is the backline. Not tanks, bruisers and Talia Zaya in the backline. So it's very strange to fight into this composition because usually you kind of want to either focus the front line or ignore the front line. This time the front line is murdering your ADC, so you kind of need to peel your ADC, while Levi rains hell on you from the backside of the fight. So it's not easy to manage the team fights right now for Cerberus.
We could also see situations where the team fights are sort of cut in half, and the 5v5 cohesion for Cerberus doesn't do very well because Levi is going to build a big, wonderful wall, and Cerberus is going to pay for it. Potentially, at least.
Yeah, what we have to commend Cerberus is their farming, especially Artemis. By the way, the highest CS per minute player, and the only one who's sitting at more than 10 per minute, so 10.1 I think per minute.
Oh, here we go. Kiaya throwing himself in here. This is a bit dangerous. Oh, but so much damage. The shockwave is good. Kiaya will survive. Dia1 diving forward here. He's already got 1. Should be able to get the second with that ignite. Can they chase down onto anything more? I don't think so. As the man drop is not available. But this is going to be a big push here for GAM. There's 3 lying dead for Cerberus. This is Baron. For no reason.
Oh, what is Dia doing? Okay, I think Dia wants to solo the Baron.
Potentially put them onto Drake Point, or at least stop them taking it, I think is more the point. He doesn't have to take it, he just has to stop Ornn and Orianna.
I mean, it would be great if he took it. Right now he's not.
He doesn't want to get 2v1 though, right? As Baron will go down.
Fair enough.
GAM will have 5 Baron buffs.
Yeah. That was a little silly for...
I don't think it mattered.
Yeah, it didn't matter too much. And now 10k gold lead, that's definitely enough also with the Baron to close up this game. Will take Cerberus another 15 to get even with the other team.
That's got to be one of the most terrifying things to find in a bush. Kiaya grabbing you around the neck and throwing you into your team.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
everyone just dies.
Everyone dies.
There we are. Soul point now as well for GAM. So even if they can't close out the game in the next few minutes, they still get the soul to rely on. Honestly, soul not super great in this game. Starfall doesn't really do a lot with soul.
The cooldown reduction's really nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Definitely.
Three Cloud Drakes is nice.
And it gives Blazes a lot of safety, because not only does
that's true.
Go down to ridiculously low, also is one of the greatest souls for the Xayah, because she can move while invulnerable, of course, and you get the 30% movement speed boost as soon as you press R, so can cover a lot of space with just while you're still invulnerable. Very nice ult to have for Xayah.
Sure. It'd be cool if it made Talia wall faster. And it doesn't, but it'd be cool if it did.
Would be nice. Yeah.
But yeah, it's not the best
Talia
soul.
honestly doesn't really profit from that soul. Of course, you still get the 10% permanent move,
which is
nice.
big. Kiaya on the hunt, wants to try and find himself some friends, has found them. Big shield there, but he's going to go down, I think. That's a good shockwave, but here comes Dia. He's arrived, the wall being built, saying you can't even escape to your base. Yado is the only one trying to help his friends get back into West Berlin, and they do manage to make it. Sorry, didn't even think about who I was casting with.
It was funny, though. Nice.
And they will push down mid. Particularly considering my ideology. And the inhib will fall. And will they potentially look to end? It is 30 seconds on L.
They can, for sure.
I think this should be the game.
Baron's still available as well. Blazes has ultimate, so even if they land...
Oh, they will go for their one last fight. There's the instant ult from Blazes.
That is slow. Oh,
very well done. The bullet time as well, doing quite a lot. Kiaya has full grit, but doesn't go for the haymaker, and they do manage to stay alive for now.
Yeah, I think could have protected the minions. Where if rush down the turrets, because I think there was an opportunity to end there. But I mean, they don't have to. It's fine to just reset again, not risk your game victory. Of course, if the enemy team gets a 5-man ace, and you only got one inhibitor, and the enemy team outscales you, it's a little bit scary. So yeah, don't risk it. Good to see GAM adapting. Also, look at Levi's item build.
Weird.
He has his favorite item.
Levi is just an author these days. He got a 20-stack Medjai's on Sejuani, a 20-stack Medjai's on Shyvana. Now he's got a 20-stack Medjai's on Talia. Is he trying to tell us something? I've got it. He's releasing an autobiography. About his career.
Maybe.
Here we go. 60 pages already written. A few more games, and
maybe
he's going to bring it out.
Maybe that is a little too dumb. he's trying to write some books for Kiaya, who was illiterate.
I assume that's not true anymore.
I think he learned some.
Yeah,
so,
bit of a heartwarming story there. For those that don't know,
he's trying to help his teammate. It's good to see.
Those that don't know, Kiaya, due to his upbringing, he was, I assume, quite poor. Couldn't go to school, so he actually couldn't read. Last year, someone had to help him put in his password and stuff. Yeah, interesting. Hopefully, I would hope that GAM has tried to remedy that at least to an extent, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think I've read somewhere that not completely illiterate anymore. He's obviously not perfect. Yeah,
he
learned some.
That's good. There's the flash forward here from Paulette, and the man drop coming in. We dive in, boys. Huge suplex coming in here for Kiaya. He's trying to get out. The Blade Caller doing a lot of damage as well. Everyone on Cerberus is so low as he launches the wall forward, gets the instant double kill and the triple kill, and 4 members of Cerberus are dead, and the game will be ending any moment from now if there's a wave somewhere. And Artemis is saying, oh no, you can't have the ace. I'm going to win. Come on, fountain dive, GAM. I know you want to. And they do.
They really want to. Oh no.
Look at all the wards. Come on, Artemis. Accept it. No, they can't.
They didn't. They're not tanky enough. Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
First game, GAM.
Gum, making sure we stay on schedule after the difficult technical issues we had in Series 1. Gum making sure that we get closer to the schedule as they take a dominant Game 1 here off of Cerberus. Now we do have to name an MVP. Is it the one and the only, the Levi?
I mean, it has to be. He dominated the early game.
I think it does.
Looked like Zeros was on the game on.
Yeah.
Exactly the playbook from last year. Just go top lane, ignore everything else, go top lane again, go top lane again. Oh, 4 kills. Nice. The game is over.
Yeah, they've swapped it. Maybe it was just because me and Vinny were casting the last series. It was they were going down under instead.
Nice.
Thanks to steal that one out from under me. Love it. But we're even about me making Berlin jokes. But
had to get even with you. So
exactly.
Needed to steal that one.
Yeah, exactly. But that is going to be game 1 in the books. Gum penciled in as 1-0. We're going to have to see if we can see Cerberus fight back and take us to a game 3. Give us a 6-game day. Or if Gum will lock this one away, lock it up tight, as is their spot on top of the ladder. We'll be back soon, everybody. We love having you here. We really appreciate it. So please do stay tuned in. Go look down below the stream. Lots of ways you can join the community or even support us if you so choose. See you guys in just a little bit. See you then.
You.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back for Game 2 in what has been a close series, of course. Absolutely no stomps here. Gum taking on Cerberus. Who could win Game 2? It's hard to know. Based off Game 1, it could be anyone. No,
Yeah,
of course.
absolutely.
I think it's going to be Gum, as they absolutely
I think so too.
dominated.
And I think I saw someone in the chair next to Levi.
Someone, you say? The man,
Yeah,
the myth,
someone.
the legend.
The legend, indeed.
He left and said to Tinakin, "When you are at your most desperate, look to the east at the rising sun, and I will be there." And Zeros the White has returned to us after his battle with the Corona Rog.
Yep. He's never too early. And
he
wants to arrive.
Of course, he has to take. He had to take a quick
there
trip.
He is.
That is right. Zeros is back. The most famous player probably out of the VCS.
Maybe behind Levi.
Maybe behind Levi.
Who knows? It's between the two, definitely.
Yep. So Kiaya will be hitting the bench. Completely unfair, in my opinion. Yeah. It is unfortunate that Kiaya and Zeros happen to be on the same team. But
also very annoying because now I have to add another Axel. Zeros, because Zeros will probably get the next one. I imagine Gum will just do anything to do everything to give Gum the Zeros the MVP. And let's for everyone who's not familiar with Zeros, maybe because you just started watching the league this split, what is Zeros all about? He's the best laner in the league by far. Maybe the one comes close now in a different lane.
I don't think
but
so.
Yeah, Zeros has unbelievable CS differences. If you check some of his stats from the last year, it's incredible. He had an 80 CS lane. Cerberus, even?
Yeah,
I think
sure. Cerberus was bad last split, so.
Yeah. And yeah, whenever he gets a tiny little advantage, the whole lane gets 30 CS up, 40 CS up, destroys the enemy turret unbelievably quickly. So Zeros really is a very strong player to play around. And that's also why Gum was very one-dimensional, has a very bad...
They are straight into champion select here.
Dimensional.
Do continue.
Their one-dimension was very, very good, though.
It was very, very good. We go get in here.
And this is a scary
the same
lineup.
bands being running out.
Yeah. What will Zeros play? What is your bet? Will we see on?
I'd love to see. I would love to see him on set. Now you got to remember, Zeros is potentially quite rusty. He has not played this year. He has not played a professional game in 2020 due to his situation trying to get into China. So I imagine they've been scrimming with him and stuff. I think he's been in the GAM house for ages.
Yeah, I think
Like maybe
basically
even,
never really
yeah, I
met.
think he would have left
Yeah,
for maybe a week. Or
yeah.
he didn't
I
leave
think
for
he
long.
was
He
in
tried,
China before
yeah,
the split started, and
yeah,
then came back because of the visa issues, and then never
yeah.
Corona. So yeah, that should be the case. Of course, now first pick, On is still up, Aphelios is still up. So if we want to go tier list, Aphelios is probably the more likely first pick, because I
Yeah.
don't think
I don't
Zeros will
think
play
Zeros
an
is
On
playing
game in
on.
this game.
Yeah.
Nope.
See,
And
what
what
does
is
get
this
picked up?
Tristana priority? What is going on?
They
Guys.
banned out both of the big
I mean, to be fair, whenever you play Tristana, you got solo kills. That's scary. Fair enough. But yeah, I don't know how
And
I feel
there it
about the Tristana
is.
priority.
Set is being locked. Zeros on set. Now that's
Can
a
he be better than
terrifying
Kiaya?
prospect. Oh, I mean, even if he's just as good as Kiaya, we'll take him.
Yeah. I think Kiaya had a little bit of an off game. Very,
Did
very
he?
int mid game choices. Yeah,
Oh.
he wandered
Hey, Yulwei,
enemy
what just
jungle.
got picked? Actually,
Yeah,
probably not terrible into. It's not bad into sec. You break the shield, right?
yeah, it's not bad into that. I mean, Aphelios and On are available.
Yeah,
so,
I'd much rather have that
you know,
rotation. But they don't need to pick Ornn now, because they know Garm's not going to, and they pick up the Gragas.
I
Zhuhao
guess
going
so,
back
yeah.
to an old favourite. The Fat Man is in, which is good for ganking
Very
alongside
low
a
win
Renekton.
rate, by the way.
Horrible win rate. And the Lucian, oh, we're just going to get a fight, kill, kill comp. We're not seeing it on.
And DR1 on ADCs is a 3-1. Of course, as we can see, every. So now he's on the secondary ADC. He will show Yado why it's absolutely worthless to ban Tristana, because he can just solo kill you on any champ he
Oh
wants
my
to.
god.
Yes, yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It is the all-in
Oh, look at DR1.
fight.
He's so happy.
DR1 having a laugh. It's fight. Kill, and they're looking to make Summoner's Rift.
Dive.
They're looking to make Summoner's Rift a Cerberus-themed graveyard. Well, but I mean, to be fair, Cerberus guards the gate of hell, so Garm's only got to kick them back over that cliff and send them back where they belong. They've definitely got the comp to push the dog back, as Blitzcrank, though, is being locked in here. Interesting, to say the least. Highest priority support in the game, apparently.
Yeah, very good win rate on the VCS. So I guess he is risen to priority. Of course, permabanned against certain teams like Team Flash with CBL. So I still don't understand where Aphelios are right now. Are they disabled in this draft? Weird. But I guess we'll not see them in this game, especially not On. On is very unlikely. Aphelios could still be picked up by Cerberus. I don't really see Blitzcrank. I guess you have a lot of damage with Crescendo if you hook someone in. Yeah. Fair enough. I like the Braum bend though. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
You could also still go for MF, just very tier list, very standard.
Definitely could. Aphelios is banned, which makes sense to me. Remove that one. Let's see what MF. Blazes is going to pick up. But what does that put Blazes on? I don't think that's going to be a bot lane Lucian. That's a tier 1.
Yeah, very unlikely. That's true. Yeah, I'd like to see the Syndra actually.
Just
go Syndra bot lane.
Good.
Okay, so MF is still open.
Just go MF. But they're going to go Draven. They've got to fight. Fight. Draven time. Come on, Gum.
So?
Come on, Gum. Draven time. Not Ezreal. Yeah. Ezreal's the opposite of Draven.
I mean,
Ezreal's
it's like Nard.
Yeah,
but it's the bot lane for Gum. It doesn't exist.
True.
They need to farm.
Oh my god.
Oh yes. All right,
Yulwei, take over. Off you go.
So S3 Yuumi, of course, one of the strongest bot lanes right now. Maybe slightly overrated to be when the patch hit. Everyone was hyping Yuumi up as first pick. She dropped a little bit in priority, but she's still very strong and certain. Can struggle a little bit in lane. But honestly, Blitzcrank is miserable in this lane. He can never grab anyone.
Anything.
It's so bad. So we see Yado go back to one of the AD assassins. Very early and focused draft for Cerberus. A lot of single targets to see coming in for them. So
level 6 on the top side is going to be an absolute bloodbath. Like,
yeah,
Korn is smiling from the Immaterium as the blood will flow. Blood for the blood god. This is absurd.
Yep.
Look at these teams.
There is a lot going on. I'm a little bit weirded out by the last pick, Kiana.
Yeah, that is a bit strange.
DR1 solution.
That is very strange.
Hell of a hard laning.
Yeah. He's definitely backing himself.
Yep. I mean, if you can set up a Renekton L against Zeros matchup on Renekton, Gragas, and Kiana, dive maybe even. So that's probably the plan here. Botlane can't do much.
But how can they dive him when they're getting dove?
I mean, it's diveception.
Ooh, they just both go to each other's towers and go, oh, there's no one here. They're in different pools. Oh, man.
So, yeah. I guess I can see what Cerberus has, but I think this time GAM has won. And GAM doesn't need to win draft to win games, so now it's very
really true.
Also, Zeros on set might actually just straight up win the matchup against Renekton, even though it's a very hard matchup to play.
Yeah, also very true. This
Return of the King. Here we go.
Going to be incredibly explosive. Can the king retake his throne? Or will LL say, sorry, no monarchies here? And after all, who would have a monarch in 2020? Imagine having a monarch as your head of state. As they do go in, spot that ward. Okay. Really want to give the gold to Artemis. 10 gold.
Great work, great work. Who actually bought the red?
Blitzcrank. Rono paid it.
Blitzcrank.
Zeros. Oh, they find on LL. There's an ignite. The flash is being used. They're not going to carry.
Oh, no flash from Zeros?
No,
he's so rusty.
Wow.
Oh,
he calmed down.
Yeah, washed up. He's done.
He's washed.
He's done.
Get him out. Get Kiaya back. Go to game 3. Just surrender.
Also starting with the Durance shield. That's unacceptable. Zeros, who are you? Is this really Zeros on the...
Okay.
What?
Okay, Set always starts shield. If he went Doran's Blade, it would be the most ridiculous shit ever.
Oh, really? Why does Set...
Because it works with his passive.
Okay, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Gets so much HP regen.
Yeah.
Dia does not care. Just going to chase Yado, make sure he can get some dinks onto him. Does a lot of damage. Did take the dash level 1. There's a jungler here. Dia, and there's the flash belly bop, and Dia's just inted away for... Oh, guys, you got to actually take it. I know you wanted to assign it to the right person, but it didn't matter. And that is first blood. Down in the bot lane, Paulette playing very aggressively as he's just walking forward on the cat. Oh my god, that kitty's got claws!
Yeah, we've seen very aggressive kitties before. Yijin, of course, eating a lot of Aatroxes. This time she's in the bot lane, so not sure what that was from DR1. Also, yes.
That was... DR1, that was a bit of an int. Giving Cerberus a chance.
Certainly was.
Give him hope.
And I mean, they need a strong mid lane to snowball into top. As we can see, top side, the early fight for CS. Yep, it's already going in Zeros' favor, as we all expect, of course.
It was LL did have to use his flash at level 1 as well. That doesn't help.
That's true. I mean, it doesn't really matter in trades, though, to be honest.
True. But he has to fear the all-in a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Should be able to clean up most of this CS regardless, but Paulette is playing so aggressive against a Blitzcrank here.
Be careful, though.
Like, if he gets hooked, he's in a lot of trouble, but no.
Yeah, he is.
He lives.
So the new Yuumi has a 5-second punishment whenever she gets his... So even if you don't try to W, you get
Look
the
what's
punishment.
Coming. Can you see what's happening on the minimap?
Unbelievable.
Whoa, Gum playing around Zeros? What?
Never seen this before.
As here they go, LL run. Oh, Zhu Hao is here, though. They should be able to catch him with the face breaker, but they're going to try and turn it. That parallel convergence is about to be absolutely huge. Levi gets the kill. It's all happened.
So perfect. The face breaker into the parallel.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no. LL, not 2 games in a row. As he goes forward, does get a good cull the Meek. They want to try and take this one, but I don't know about it, son. There's the true damage. Dia1 gets the kill.
Why?
LL. Come on, son. Yado, you be careful, boy.
Not a PC as well.
I don't know if he can. The Q does not land, and there's the flash face breaker. It's all going wrong. Zeros lands the true damage. Zhu Hao will be going down momentarily. Zeros gets his first kill. First kill in the VCS 2020 and his first death as he gets killed by Ron OP. But it doesn't matter because it's all going right in the top lane. The return of the king has happened.
Major region, by the way. Aspiring major region.
Saruman's forces are flagging.
What is going on?
This is exactly like you say. What is going on? This is exactly what we knew what was going to happen.
It's true. We still can't.
This is the script.
Yep, it is. So Zeros was super unlucky there.
Yeah,
we'll see that again because he didn't get the turret upgrade.
This was huge. That's so beautiful
combo again. Actually, full convergence wasn't even there yet.
No, it didn't matter. But it would have been really good if they'd had an extra 100 health.
Yeah, would have been so beautiful.
LL, why did you TP in like that?
So he gets level 4. It actually looks like he can turn, but then he underestimates the shield, of course. And Zeros, yep, there is Facebreaker, 250 shield at level 4. Sounds balanced. So now look at Yado. Yado messes up everything here. He used minions and immediately gets flash eat and needs to flash away. Still gets hit by the main part of the Facebreaker.
That was so unlucky. That lollipopped so hard.
And then the turret, for some reason, decided to attack him after he already entered the turret range.
Yeah.
But didn't get turret aggro in the first second. So, yeah. Everything was super unlucky there for Zeros.
Very true.
Kills, so who cares?
This is... And... Oh, now, Zeros... Will I support you coming back over Kiaya? Depends what that phage turns into, as there are 4 men in the bot lane here. They're in a lot of trouble. Paulette is already saying, see ya, man, I'm not dealing with any of this. As the cat survives, but the Ezreal doesn't.
Good decision for Paulette, of course. No someone else trying to save his ADC, but his ADC had no the detriment. And, yeah, of course, in the end, Astrid goes down. Not too bad. Honestly, it's only a 1k gold lead.
Yeah, so it's only a 1 kill lead.
Yeah. Once again, Zeros Levi off to so strong right now. He's on 80. He has an 80 AP item already completed.
This is ridiculous. Wherever he goes,
can probably find anyone.
Look what Paulette's doing. Paulette's just going with Levi.
Nice. I like it.
I mean, why not? Ezreal doesn't really need the cat.
Good lane management there for preventing the crash, because he saw that the Palette was not on lane. Actually setting up a freeze now on the bot lane. Good to see.
They try and take the dragon, but Ron OP might have gone a little bit too far forward. No, he's going to get away. They're not going to overcommit onto the crank. They want this dragon.
Could have gotten the kill, though. Well, I guess dragon's nice as well.
They prioritize
Cloud Drake, of course, nice to have for the...
Zeros could be getting dove. I don't know if they want that, though.
Oh, the Hay.
Okay, Zhu Hao's backed off, but in the bot lane, Paulette gets caught, not on anyone's shoulder. He goes down. Featherstorm has to be instantly used as Levi shows his face. But that's a nice little kill in the bot lane.
Change. Yep, that is the Yuumi change. It makes Yuumi playing...
You've cut out there, my friend. You might need to repeat yourself, as Discord continues to screw us over. Go ahead.
I'm very sorry. So yeah, the Yuumi change, for people who don't play Yuumi, we'll get to see what happened here, because the punishment is really something that hurt Yuumi a lot. To be honest, you would have died.
Yeah, Yuumi would have died everywhere. But tell us what the change is regardless. I don't actually know.
So the 5-second punishment on the W, hits you regardless. So Riot wanted to change Yumi's safety in lane, right? Because usually you can like even tanks for your ADC and then go back into, and no one gets punished. So they wanted to remove this very cool part of Yumi that I liked a lot, of course. So actually cut out some of the skill expression on Yumi. She's easier to play now, but also a little bit clunkier.
To be fair,
and straight up more powerful. So yeah.
I mean, I'm cool with Yumi being incredibly easy, but also kind of weak. I think that's where the champion should be, if you ask me. Because I don't think she's a very healthy champion for the game. But hey, I know we disagree on that one.
I mean, yeah, it would be cool for her to have.
We've got another 4-man dive. I thought that was a replay for a moment.
6,
good E. And with the investment of one spell, they do stop the start of this dive. They have everything up. There's a teleport coming in, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do much. Blazes does go down. Paulette is desperately trying to get to Zeros, but no! Dies despite it.
Yeah, Paulette was not yet 6 yet. That was
Cerberus has taken the lead.
Yep, nicely done. And we've talked about this before. Where does Cerberus attack?
Oh, wow. Zeros just goes in. Oh, no, never mind. He got hooked. But there's the suplex. He's trying to find something. He's doing so much damage. The flash, he nearly wins that in a 1v3. My God. He's back.
He forced the flash from Ronopi. Ronopi grabbed him and immediately decision there. And it's like, oh no. Why did I do that? Please, let me out. I don't want to die. So yeah, I thought Paulette was level 6 as well. He was still level 5, so no Yumi ult. Yumi ult could have actually turned this one around.
Yeah.
So. What killed him there in the end? I'm very confused. Artemis got the kill. So minion aggro probably.
Yeah, I guess so.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, if we get to see Yumi late game, dive a little deeper into what you want to do on Yumi right now, because your role in teamfights changed slightly from the old Yumi to the new Yumi. Obviously,
yeah, that's true.
Damage and poking, but yeah, we'll see if we get to that stage, or if GAM can once again run away with the game, even though they're in a very even state now.
Zeros could be in some trouble. He's pressed B, but there's going to be a hook coming. It's going to be hard to dodge. No minions at the moment, though. Needs to be calling for his team, but there's absolutely no one coming. Supreme display of talent. He doesn't even get to press Haymaker, and he is just dead. And Cerberus continues to grow a lead.
Yep. Especially in kills. They are sadly giving up a lot of the first turret in the mid lane here.
This is going to be first turret, so they're actually... GAM's back in the lead. Don't worry, boys. It's all back to normal.
Yep. So yeah, good crossmap plays and good awareness for GAM. Quite unusual the kill game. Last game at this point in the game, I think they were up like 5-6 kills already. So yeah, a little bit of a different look this time.
But they
3-0 for Artemis. He's in a very strong spot.
Absolutely.
And he obviously spikes with very different items, so it's not quite as bad as an Ezreal to be in items, because you still spike earlier in terms of items. So even though your champ, in terms of pure gold, you're behind. Once you have 2 items, you're still stronger than the enemy ADC. So yeah, GAM can still utilize that advantage.
Absolutely. If
he was a crit ADC, he would be in a very bad position here.
Yeah, we need to see Levi as well flexing the lead he has here in the jungle. Has a 20 CS lead as well as 3 kills, and there was actually 2 as I started making the point. Now it's 3, so there we go. He knew.
Yep,
and
flexing the lead, and he just did that. So I'm not sure why Al once again thought the turret would protect him. Very ill-advised, and it goes down once again 0-3 on the Renekton. And we all know how useful Renekton is in 2 kills, or from ahead, so now he's playing from behind. Great.
So here we go. It was just an easy dive. What else would it be? LL just gets caught by the Yumi ult into the parallel convergence. He can go absolutely nowhere, and that's a dead crocodile. Had flash though. Could have flashed the Yumi ult.
Another small little kind of track off is Blazes actually took turret. That's great.
That's good.
From inside someone. Yeah, it's good because if Yumi ults, she still gets turret aggro, and it's very hard for her to get out of turret aggro, of course, because your ADC doesn't feel that. The ADC thinks, okay, I don't have turret aggro, I can dive in, and then
Yumi just instantly dies.
Yeah, so it's very good for Blazes to take the turret aggro, to give Yumi the time to channel her full ultimate. So he's more of the utility provider there in this situation. And yeah, I like this. A good Yumi play so far. Good awareness from all the teammates.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's definitely practiced. Though it isn't doing too well on the scoreboard. This Ezreal Yumi, they'll be okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you need to continue? Like Levi, as is pretty common, has to put on the big boy pants and use the lead that he has to lift up a few of his laners. As at the moment, it's only really him with the big lead in terms of over the game. Zeros, though he's made me very upset. Bring my favourite son back. This is his shameful brother who fails tests and stays out late. Smokes, and it's just bad. He's built a black cleaver on set. I don't like it.
Yep. Not the greatest build, not the most...
Ooh, wow, look at that Kiana damage. Yado redeeming himself for earlier mistakes as he one-shots Blazes. And he's now 0-3. Garm needs to sort of sort it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you say that, but if you take turn off nameplates, then we look at the composition for GAM that actually scales for once. So even though we expect GAM to win the early game, they don't need to do that in this game. So they are honestly fine. From just looking at the team compositions, of course, it's not very fine if you look at Zero's turn.
Ooh, there's a hook onto the Ezreal. The cat comes with him. There. Oh no, never mind. That was Levi. I tell a complete lie. Yep. I just assumed, but he rewinds out of there. So we're all good. Would have been much worse if it was the Ezreal, but Echo, pretty hard to kill. Ooh, Tier1 wants LL up here, has used the Blade of the Ruin King, doing a lot of damage. Can he find him? The culling's been used, and tink, 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 tink. And the Croc is dead. 0-4-0. This is why we don't pick Renekton
Renekton
lads.
is a great champ. Yay. Oh, man. Yeah, so as I said before, I think GAM is absolutely fine. It doesn't look flashy. It doesn't look like usual. Maybe it's a little bit of a bad sign for Zeros' comeback, because in the first game, GAM plays with the Zeros. Suddenly, they fall behind in the mid game. But yeah, looking at the team composition, they are actually quite far ahead right now. Yeah. The Yumi is on one item. The Renekton is absolutely useless. So the enemy team is basically playing 4v5. And your Echo is accelerated. Your Yumi got to an item. Your Ezreal is still farming. So I think GAM is fine and still heavily favored to win this game.
Oh yeah, big time. As they even have a gold lead, as a tower falls in the bot lane, Zeros continues to get ahead. Maybe look, he hasn't played much. Maybe in 2020, that's why he's gone Black Cleaver. Maybe it's his first game on set. Because the recommended items don't have Trinity Force. Really Riot's fault.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, he should still be familiar with the champion's itemization as a pro player.
Oh, he hasn't been playing. It's his debut.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So another turret over to Cerberus. GAM cannot really trade anything on the map. Straight up victory in terms of gold. And we're still very even. As we talked about the scaling in GAM's advantage, but right now, it's very even. And Cerberus should be able to win a teamfight if they choose wisely.
Should be able to. I don't know if they want to go for full 5v5s. I think they want to go more towards picks and maybe trying to take advantageous fights. I don't know if they want to risk 5v5 in GAM, because champions aside, you're 5v5 in GAM.
What is going on? Why?
What?
What was that teleport?
Yeah, the teleport was questionable.
Artemis? Okay, why did you take teleport if you just take barrier? Like, honestly.
Or heal. They don't have a heal, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Levi steals away a blue buff.
Steals another one.
They chunk them out, so there should be an Ocean Drake if GAM wants it. But I think they want the Zhu Hao first. He should actually have a rewind in a pretty good position in a moment. There it is. Does a lot of damage. But now he's without the rewind. He goes down.
Very risky.
Absolutely. The risk did not pay off. Now, they might try and look for something else. Artemis blast coding forward here. Might be hard for them to secure this dragon. They think they may just have to give it up.
Yeah. Well, Levi tried to do a little too much. DR1 is very bad position.
Oh dear, where the hell are you, son? He's going to try and blow Yado up, and he might. Oh, he does! He gets the shutdown! He's kiting LL out as well. Now he's actually just a flank.
Wait a moment.
This isn't happening, right? He could almost go for an execute. He hasn't been hit in ages. Does he have a dash? No, he got hit. No, and he goes down.
No, he got hit. Okay, so I guess that's fine.
This is a game. This is a game.
Great game to close out the day on the. Well, maybe Cerberus wins, but I mean, it's not too likely.
2:30 in the morning. We're on game 2. Oh, Ron OP a little bit caught out. Instant flash there. He does manage to get away, but here comes the suplex doing so much damage. Zeros goes forward, gets 3 of them in the face breaker, and it's all going wrong. Cerberus, see you later, boys, as 4 of them go down. Dragon secured, and Zeros, he is the Heros, as he picks up the triple kill in the river.
Yeah, from 0 to hero very quickly. Game again. Holy, that was probably the best face break I've ever seen.
It was good.
4 people? So we saw a very good face break on the top lane. Definitely has the mechanics down. Sadly, not the shop mechanics. So once again, we're victim to the shopkeeper. But let's look at this fight again. Zeros finds the way to get 4 people.
Bang!
In. There we go. And the fight is just over afterwards. Everyone just explodes. I think he also hit a true damage haymaker, which is about 2,000, more than 2,000 even damage.
So, yeah, it was a lot.
A lot of damage for him.
Oh,
and another Magi.
Could be caught out here though.
For the jungler.
The Sterix procs, as he's gone the worst set build. Like, I actually genuinely think this is the worst set build possible.
I think this is still better than the Titanic.
Oh, true, yeah. It's better than Titanic. Yeah, it's the Black Cleaver. As the Yumi ult is being used. There's the hook. Ron OP could get caught up in the parallel convergence. It doesn't even land before he's dead.
4 more pages.
And Levi doesn't want to leave, as there's the shutdown. Palette's pretty annoyed about that one.
That's so...
As the cat just dies for her owner's sins.
Yep, she does. One of the reasons no one wants to play Yumi. That happens a lot.
I mean, this is looking like solo queue.
It does.
LL trying to get something done, has pressed the dominance. Look at that. Look at the impact ult. Ooh. Renekton's a good champion.
So strong.
I hate Renekton so much. He's so bad. Please stop picking him.
Man. Yeah. There goes Renekton's ult.
Yep.
No,
0-5.
I'd like to see Renekton fight against Zed right now. Would be hilarious to watch.
God, you're into some sick shit, hey?
If it's Renekton.
Yeah, true, actually, yeah.
I admit. So, yeah, here we go. Oh, I like the build coming out of Levi. He's full... I'm not even sure what to call this one.
Full dominance.
Yep. He sold his Magi's though after dying, so.
Ooh, there's a hook onto Blazers. Could be in a little bit of trouble, but does manage to get back. Featherstorm used. There's the assassination. Artemis does not go down. Lives because of the supreme display of talent. And it's a 2 kills here for Cerberus. GAM needs to tighten their play up.
They do. It's still very even.
Oh, another hook there into the suplex. So much damage. Artemis just absolutely goes down. Zeros, can he find his way out here? With the last chapter, he can! He gets away. The absolute miracle, but they're running the wrong way. DR1 now has the cat. He escorts her out. Cerberus, though, aren't done. Zeros is already starting to tick back up. That pit grit passive pushing his... Yeah, and red buff, that helps as well. LL flashes forward, gets the stun. Dominus doing so much as Yado coming forward. He's the real threat here. Zhu Hao takes so much damage, has to flash away from the face breaker. There's the true shot barrage, takes him super low. He cannot rejoin this fight if the fight will continue, which it will not.
So what award does Ron OP get? So the friendly fire award or the
the World War II Italian soldier.
Okay.
Doesn't know which side he's on.
He just straight up killed Artemis in the last fight.
He
put very fat zeros on top of his ADC. His ADC was
Levi goes over the wall, instantly has to rewind back. Hasn't been getting a huge amount of impact out of these Echo offsets. Oh, huge supreme display of talent there.
Yeah. So deterring the Baron at least, but GAM can't close out the game. The next few minutes, they need to wait a little longer.
Yulwei, can you just do me a favor? Could you just fill the cast for a little bit? I'm just going to run to my wardrobe and just get my wig and big red nose on. Because we're at the circus, apparently.
Yeah, we really are. So, I'm really not sure where we are going here. Nashor's Tooth on Jungle Echo. That is a new one.
It's something.
So, yeah, we're still very even gold, but the composition is looking for GAM, of course. Now, not the biggest fan of Yumi's itemization, but we have another fight.
Yeah, that we do. The last chapter's been used, and there's the suplex going huge. Good face breaker as well. Into a massive haymaker. He's here. He's going to take him down to the pain down. Down goes LL. He's gone. Levi using that rewind. So much health. Dia1 on the side, chasing off Ron OP. Zeros is charging forward. Can't quite get the snipe onto Zhuhao. He's taking a lot of damage, but he has a pet cat. Yado is safe and threatening. So in the end, it's just 2 kills for GAM. But that's 2 more than Cerberus get.
I'm really impressed with Zerus' team fight on the set.
Yep.
I think he's playing a very strong team fighting set. So it's good to see him on the first game and day, of course, back in the VCS. I don't really see how Cerberus can win team today.
Going to be Soul Point for GAM as well. Ocean Soul Point. Imagine this GAM comp with an Ocean Soul. It becomes very hard to see how Cerberus could possibly win through that. But, who knows?
Who knows?
Crazier things have happened.
Baron is still alive. That is the one saving grace, the one silver lining for Cerberus. Yado is also very strong. He can one-shot almost everyone.
Sure.
If he gets a good pick on Dia1 here, they might...
I don't think he's going to get Dia1 unless Dia1 walks the wrong way. Not going to.
Maybe Blazes? Yeah, Blaze
has Zeros with him. Zeros will just instantly grab him and carry him away. This could potentially still be a good fight. This is only 3 members of GAM here. The teleport's coming in. They're completely surrounded. Blazes is being left for dead. Yado needs to find a way in, though. Dia1 has now joined. It's a 4v5. The Supreme Display of Talent doesn't get anyone against the wall. The last chapter doing a hell of a lot as well. Levi in the backline trying to duel out Yado, and he manages it. And oh my god, Zeros is doing everything correct. Doing so much damage, managing to survive as well. He'll regen up quickly because he is the boss. And now they're chasing on. The slow comes out. Levi will get onto LL. Can they get Blazers? They can. That's one. Paulette gets back inside, all to safety. But oh my word, Levi's been blown up here. Zeros is fighting LL. This is getting a little bit messy, but Dia is on full health. He can get all of them here. Artemis, last man standing, doing what he can, goes golden, and there's the ace. Zeros will get the final kill, laying the fists into them now.
There we go. Very prolonged team fight, and almost looked like Cerberus back. Crit luck for Artemis. Of course, the most crucial part to playing ADC is having crit luck. Nicely done, Artemis. Almost turning the fight around.
Yeah. They get that in the end tower.
Zeros tanky, Dia1, too slippery. So... okay, let's take another look at this team fight. Starts off with the engage in the jungle. Of course, it starts off with to Levi. Levi goes over the wall.
Much damage out of Zeros there.
Yeah, great play from Zeros. Now the chase is on. Zeros is almost dead. How does he get back to full HP? I think he ports back
passive
and teleports it.
No, it's set passive.
No. Yeah. Sure. But there we see the numbers ticking up. Now look at Artemis. Artemis does a lot. It's a great fight, of course, for Artemis. Can use his feathers to full effect. Zeros is still too low to approach him, so now it's Dia1's turn. And now Dia1 gets outplayed by Artemis and LL. LL stun, and Artemis follows up with another stun. Almost kills tier 1 as well. Good crit here. As my stream decides to freeze.
Well, thankfully it's just on your end, as mine is just fine. Artemis did everything right there. Unfortunately, was just a mountain too far. Ooh, look at LL. Oh my god!
Renekton is a good champ.
Oh.
Yeah, another kill. This is easy inhibitor and Baron as well. Should be Baron.
Potentially Yado is lying in wait. Looks like they potentially want to try and fight. That's another hook landing from Ron, instantly blowing up Blazes. Big Feather Storm as well. The supreme display of talent hits on the ruins of the tower. Yado is running away. They've still got another tower to retreat to in the backside. We do see Zeros going down to Zhuhao. Levi's with him. Can he blow him up? Ron OP running away. Yado's gone down. This actually could be a bit of a throw here. Paulette goes down. Levi managing to get one back onto Yado. Ron OP can't really do much about this Echo. Never mind, he can get under tower, so he's nice and safe. This is an absolute fiesta of a fight. Can Ron OP get away?
Poor Ron.
He can. He gets out. And in the end, it's a one fight. Well, sort of. Does LL count? Does LL dying count as a kill for Gum? Who knows?
No, not really.
So in that sense, it's a win, but Dia's in a hell of a lot of trouble as LL flashing forward. Zhuhao wants to give the kill over to his top laner, but it might cost. There's the culling. LL's going to take a hell of a lot of damage here, and he gets one. Can he potentially get it onto Zhuhao? He's going to get the Swift 1v2. Dia 1, you are insane.
There we go. Yep, that is Renekton and Gragas chasing very fast with Triumph. Okay, there was another 2-minute long.
Okay.
You can rest after today, of course.
Whew. Flip that.
So, some very interesting, cool intricacies in the fight. Of course, I want to talk about Yuumi because I love the champ. So, as the new Yuumi, on team fights, you basically rely on your ult. So when you don't have either up, you're kind of useless. So what you want to do is also utilize your shield. So you want to slip out of someone, get one auto attack in, stack the shield, and get back into someone for 400 or 500 shield.
Levi went so far away.
Zeros on the flank. Zeros on the
display
flank.
of talent doing a lot. Zeros gets a bit caught out there. The big shield isn't quite enough. It's 1 for 1 so far. Ron OP almost hits a hook. He's been absolutely smurfing on this Blitzcrank so far. Doing so much with the hook.
And how will they kill Yawan? He's so tanky and does so much damage.
I don't know. It's a 4v. Unfortunately, it's just a 4v5.
No,
LL is useless. Blazes has been having a really bad game as well.
Yeah,
Blazes
he's also picked on as well. Lot, so yeah,
but still
not entirely his fault. Can we break the kill record? So I think we're at 50.
Ooh, yeah.
Was a servers game as well, I think. So, Ocean Soul as well. So, probably not.
I mean, Gum might get enough kills.
We need 11 more kills to break our kill record.
Gum could definitely find 11 more kills.
Yeah, true. Hopefully staggered, so they don't end after the one team fight. Because if they found,
I mean, they might not end regardless.
Yeah, that's true. It's the last game of the season. Not the season. The week, of course. So. That might be the case. We are very late. It's very late, and as well.
Also, I do see you in chat. IEM starts in 18 minutes. Yeah, man. I'm looking at the clock too. Don't you worry. I thought I was fine, but here we are.
50 minutes is unlikely. Don't want to jinx it, of course. Which I just did. So, good luck getting to your IEM.
Hoping I can. It'd be a big night of esports. I'm happy. Good days.
This item for Levi is...
here we go. Seen. Huge supreme display of talent. Zeros just stops existing. But here comes Dia 1. He's the real threat. Zhuhao has nowhere to go. There's 2 kills. This could be the end of it all. Artemis doing so much damage. He's trying so hard. But Blazes gets 2. And Levi will get the 5th. And that should be game.
Yeah, 52. We still need 5, please.
Ooh, I don't think so.
Get the record, but of course, everyone has full HP because of Ocean Soul.
I don't think so.
Shouldn't be a problem to finish the game. So 52, not quite at the record. But of course, a record pace. If you look at 52 kills in 33 minutes, the last game was 56 kills in 52 minutes. So
it's an absurd.
Way above that.
That is ridiculous. That game. But
this
GAM,
is a big clan fiesta.
But GAM, with the return of the Zeros, will take a series 2-0 here over Cerberus, the Kings of Vietnam. Make sure that none of you forget it. The crown is shiny and polished. Oh boy.
Yeah. There we go. 2-0 GAM, as we all expected, of course. Man, I have no idea whom to give the...
I think Dia, surely. Surely it's
Dia
Dia.
entered in the early game.
I don't care. So did all of GAM at different points. It's got to be Dia. I refuse to entertain anyone else but Dia. I'm putting my foot down.
Seriously?
As the play-by-play caster, it is definitely Dia. He won them the game.
What about Zeros, though?
Zeros had a good game, but they would not have won.
Zeros' face breakers on Dragon Pit. That was legendary.
It was, but Dia carried. Zeros entered like 3 or 4 times.
I guess you're right. Dia deserves it.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, a few of the carry situations also were being absolutely useless and running in Dia, so I guess he still had to execute on them and get the kill, so fair enough. Good play to him. Not the greatest showing for LL. I think he ended the game on 10.
Yeah.
The power spike was hit, but sadly couldn't respawn. So no time for him to use his big power spike and turn the game around.
He finished. But that is it. It was a long, long day, full of tech pauses, full of a bit of frustration. But in the end, we had some fun games. I think we had fun tonight. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We always love to have you here. If you are new here, you can always scroll down below the stream. There's plenty of ways to engage with the community. We'd also always appreciate any support you have, whether that's donations or subs, but never, ever feel pressured to. We do this not for money, but for the love of the VCS. But money makes it a bit nicer. But I've been Everyday. Yulwei has been with me, as always. That's us done for the week. That was the last day of games. We'll be back next week, though, to bring you the rest of the VCS. Thank you so much for being here. We always really, really appreciate it. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy IEM.
Yep. And we had an absolute cracker of a week.
Yes, we
very
did.
happy to... Once again, shout out to Winnie, who...
Forgot about the shout-outs.
Friday for the series as well. Another shout out, of course, to Peng for the continuously great production, and the biggest of all shout outs to my lovely co-caster, who is always managing all the production things and adding so much. So thank you all for making this happen and upping the production value of this broadcast. And see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a good one.